like you see the Theo, and you're like, oh, Thea. No, it's Theodora Farms. Duh. I get paid to do this for a living. It's very humid down here. My hairspray is going to fall out any moment. I can feel it happening. How are we doing this morning?
We're doing pretty good.
Doing great, thanks.
I've already been out harvesting this morning, so
you're up ready to go.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, let's dive into it. How long of a process does it take for you guys to get to the point where you're harvesting already, in May?
Yeah, we start seed sowing as early as February.
Wow.
So we get lots of questions about when's stuff ready, and it's like it takes a little bit longer for everything to grow. Usually our season lasts from like April until November, and we have some storage crops in December still.
Really cool. And now, Megan, you've been at Theodora Farms for a long time since it opened, correct? Since the farm started?
Yeah, I've been there since the fall of the first season back in 2020 during the pandemic. So it's gone through a lot of changes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, and take me to it. Give me a brief overview, if you could, for the folks that keep driving by, because I know, like so many of us, we drive right on by it, but don't realize all the cool stuff that's going on right there on the side of the road.
Yeah, definitely. I know from the outside, and honestly from the town's perspective, that used to be a residence.
Right.
And lots of people will come and be like, oh, I used to swim in the swimming pool. It's no longer there. So lots of people don't know that they can come up the driveway. But once you do, there's our cute little farm store. It's, like 500 square feet or so, but we really pack it in with a lot of local produce. And so that's available to the community. Mm-hmm. And we open tomorrow. Alyssa's been getting us ready for all of that. And this year we're going to be open from 10 to 6, Tuesday through Friday, and then 10 to 1 on Saturday.
Really cool. And now, Alyssa, how's it going? This is your first season open, is that correct?
This is my first time at Theodora, so I've taken over the farm store for a lovely lady who was there for several years. Elizabeth has handed over her child to me, so I'm really excited. We're bringing in a lot of the same stuff that people are used to seeing in there, but we're bringing in some new things as well and trying to source as much produce as we can locally and support some of those other farms out there in conjunction with what we sell that we grow there as well. Absolutely.
Take me through, if you don't mind me asking, because I'm sure there's a gauntlet to go through, but take me through some of the most popular or most viewed produce and viewed items that are going to be on hand at the store.
Well, it's a long list.
The floor's yours.
It is a long list. So like I said, we'll have our own produce, everything organically grown at Theodora. I bring in some other produce from other smaller farms. We work with a lot of local businesses as well. So in addition to some of those smaller farms, we bring in some brands that people are more familiar with. So Mississippi Mud Coffee is one that people love
cool, yeah.
and tend to be a little more familiar with. Confluence Kombucha, so we bring in the ferments. We bring in a lot of pasture-raised meat, some grass-fed, grass-finished beef as well from Jacksonville. We've got a long list of other super fun items, so cheeses, ice cream, teas and spices. We also have a small section of skincare, body care, and I do some non-toxic home goods, so things for cleaning
really cool.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
well, and that's what I think so unique about Theodora, too, because not every community has a Theodora Farms, number one, but you hit right on the head, Megan. So many times, and I'm one of those people that was like, can you drive into this, Because you see the driveway, but it really is the perfect venue for Theodora Farms is a nice home because it really is just part of the community and a place where we can pull in and feel right at home gathering up our needed items here. And whenever we're talking about, organic, I know that some people go, well, I don't know if I can afford that because whenever we go to organic at Schnucks or any of the big box stores, it's like, well, number one, is it even organic? Number two is, it's really expensive, but at Theodora, you guys really do try to make sure everything's affordable for everyone to have the chance for some nice, healthy options. Is that true?
Yeah.
Good. I was nervous. I'm going on an island.
Yeah.
And how important is that for you guys too to make sure that they are affordable prices for folks to be able to enjoy and use healthier items instead of just junk all the time that you have the only option at the box store is to get that type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you think about the freshness and the quality of our produce,
Right.
it is hyper local because we're rinsing and packing the stuff today, and it's going to be available for sale tomorrow. So
Right.
it's like the shelf life is going to be much longer than anything that you've gotten flown in from the coastlines, because it's been in boxes,
in a truck.
It's been in a truck. It's maybe been on an airplane. It's also been sitting in a warehouse. But at the store, it's really peak quality. And also, I mean, when you're buying organic, it is typically a higher market price because there's a lot of costs that go into taking care of the plants, so we're not consuming chemicals.
Right.
So a lot of those hidden costs are, if you're buying a cheaper radish or something that's not organic, those hidden costs are in your health.
Yep.
100%. You're paying for those things in other ways.
100%. And, just to the beef even, too, because, you can go to other stores and get a lower quality of beef, but when you have the option to get something that's grass-fed and here local, too, I mean, that's a huge incentive. Do people come from, I could only imagine, miles to get some really nice quality beef, too?
Yeah, it's one of the more popular items.
bet.
And the rancher that we work with has a ton of knowledge. He's self-taught. He has spent years getting to the point where his cattle are as healthy as they can be so that it's top quality meat. And a lot of people do come specifically for that item, honestly.
It's amazing, though, to me to realize how many different options there are when it comes to, locally grown and locally sourced options, from beef all the way down to produce and vegetables. And, for you guys, is it kind of eye-opening to see, how many different folks are reaching out and saying, hey, is my product, suitable for your guys' farm store? I mean, that's got to be really cool to see the growth happening that way, too.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I get to meet a lot of really cool people, and
bet.
I get to see their operations, which some of these things I had no idea were even, happening and functioning.
Yeah!
Which is just it's mind-boggling to me, but it's really exciting that I get to share that with people who are also interested in purchasing stuff like that and just care about their health on another level, where I can share these stories and talk more about these people, what they're doing, and why it's important, really.
No, I got to ask you a question for me. Well, it's not really for me. It's for Linda Pedersen, too. Do you guys sell raw milk there?
We do not, actually. There's some legalities around.
Yeah, that's what I knew.
Unpasteurized
There's some legal. I just didn't know, because some people really are, into the raw milk thing.
Yeah,
not really for me. But Linda, we'll keep trying. I'll keep asking for you, okay? And now, Megan, going back to just all hands on deck, because this is the fun period of time where you're getting the farm store full and everyone's out there working early. How many people are on hand to help harvest the produce, the vegetables, and get things going?
Yeah, it's myself and my co-manager, Jeff, who are in charge of the farm. And we have 2 full-time staff members who are our coordinators. Mm-hmm. They run the tractors, and they're also in charge of the greenhouse. Shout out to Adeline and Claire.
Thank you very much, folks.
And then we have 3 seasonal folks, and one of them is a full-time seasonal, and 2 of them are part-time, so not a full week, but yeah. Really interesting, but it's really, a pretty small crew.
That's what I was getting at.
And yeah, most of the time I would say there's about, 4 people in the field at a time, because somebody, Jeff and I have to have time in the office and
yeah, you gotta get some other work done.
The scenes.
Well, and that's amazing though, to know that such a small team though can get so much done, and it just shows that if everyone's on the same page and they're passionate about something, it's easily obtainable. Just takes a little bit of some elbow grease, huh?
Yeah.
And now, what's your favorite part of the season? Is it this point in the year, because it seems like there's a lot going on and trying to get things done, or is it towards the end of the year where you're able to kind of reflect on the season you've had, the growth and the things that were able to kind of get better and you can improve on? What is it for you?
For me personally, I love the fall. I think it's
it's
a really wonderful time of year. I've always loved that, even before I would as a kid. Mm-hmm. But yeah, tuning into that seasonality of the fall, it is nice because you have the space to have reflection on everything that you've done, kind of tweak how you want the plan to be for next year, and also you're seeing a lot of the rewards of all that work that you've put in, and then there's also finally a little bit more breathing room to clean the farm. So I think it's a cool time. And the weather's nice again after being in, 100-degree days harvesting cherry tomatoes for like hours on end.
That's what I was kind of wondering about. And now, whenever you guys are in the middle of summer, are there anything that you guys do to kind of watch out for? Because I know that sometimes, like wasps and bees and things become a little bit of an issue. Or is there anything that you guys use out there? Because you don't use chemicals, a lot of the time. Is there something you can maybe give us? Because we're trying to fight some wasps for my tomato garden, too.
We welcome the wasps.
Do you? Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
I've never really seen them as a problem for tomatoes. There's actually beneficial parasitic wasps that will, if you've ever seen like a tomato hornworm, those are the guys you want to look for. They're those big squishy green guys. And if you've ever seen little marks of those kind of like white little cocoons on it, that's from a parasitic wasp. And so it's kind of gross. Sorry if it's a little graphic
this
for
is
some
cool.
people.
This is cool.
Basically, that wasp is coming and it's laying eggs in the caterpillar and it's parasitizing it. So then the caterpillar will eventually kind of shrink down because the babies will eat it. And then you don't have this big munchy caterpillar eating your tomatoes. So.
That's a win. You just changed my perspective on wasps, because I was getting ready to go out there with 2 cans of wasp spray and a plastic bag on my head to protect me, and I was ready to go. Have you seen those morons that use gas? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And then I watch one. You'll love this though, because I always I'm like the guy that goes, "How stupid! Why are you doing this?" Well, by the end of it, this one guy tried it, and the whole wasp nest fell on him, and it was really funny to watch him run as fast as he could. Don't do that at home.
Instant karma.
But that's interesting to know about that with the parasitic wasps and how they can help fight those caterpillars and things.
Yeah.
Because I want to plant, but I get all these bugs that, keep chewing things up, and you don't want to spray anything on your vegetables because you're eating them.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What do you guys do to fight those leaf munchers?
We do use sprays that are
Okay.
organic certified. They're usually naturally derived. There's one that we use for worms, and it's called BT or Basilicus thuringiensis. It's a bacterium that basically, when the caterpillar comes in contact with the leaf that it's eating and the bacterium is on it, it ingests it and passes away.
In transitions.
Yeah.
Your transitions onto a later life. And that's good though. No, it's all natural though. It's all organic stuff that you guys use though.
Yeah, we have to have it it's called OMRI certified. So there has to be a specific label for everything that we spray, and we have to document every single time we spray where it went, all those kinds
This
of
is
things.
cool. I'm learning a little bit more today. I like this. And
There's
now,
a lot of paperwork in organic certification, and you have to annually renew it and pay for it.
Well, and how fascinating, though, for the folks at home to kind of learn more about that, because that's what I think of is all the things that we don't see that you guys have to do and make sure the I's and T's are dotted just so we can have some locally sourced and organic produce and really good product. And now getting back to the farm store, Alyssa, I have a friend of mine, Cindy, who just loves you guys. And she... I
think we know Cindy.
I know you do. And for 2 years, she said, you got to get Theodora Farm on the show. You got to do it. And I sent a message once, but it was in the middle of harvest season and all the craziness. But now we're here, Cindy, so this is for you a little bit, too. FarmStore, what makes it special? How many different... I could only imagine the variety of folks that come through the doors, because it's not a one demographic place. This is for everybody to come in and really get what they need. Is that the case?
Yeah, I mean, we really try to make it accessible to everybody. We've actually been putting in the legwork to get certified with SNAP and the Farmers Market Nutrition Program.
Oh.
So we were really trying to make it so everybody can shop there. We're waiting for a little bit more paperwork to come through from those two programs, but really anything we can do to bring people in and let them know that we're there and that we have offerings that will hit, a little bit of what everybody is looking for.
I like that a lot, though. That's really cool. And it really shows your guys' commitment to community, too,
Absolutely.
and that's a huge thing. And so far, you're into the race how many months?
I'm only a month in.
A month in. So a month in, and what are your initial takeaways? I always like asking this type of question.
It's been a lot of fun. I came from the corporate world for the last 2 or 3 years, but before that I was with Whole Foods for quite a while. So this is something that's somewhat familiar to me, but not on the scale. And actually being involved in the process, I actually did get to work in the field for the first few weeks, so I got to see firsthand, what they're doing out there and how that's going to affect what's happening in the store. But it's really a lovely harmony between what they're doing and what we're offering, and we're just trying to give a little bit of something to everybody if we can.
Absolutely. Yeah. You guys have a moment to stick around. I got to take a quick break. We'll come back. 9:36 is the time. More from Theodora Farms right after this. Get over here on RiverBender.com.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Sitting in the sun, I'm sure.
I think Brad Paisley was better when he was doing insurance commercials. He really found a groove there, You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 9:40, welcome back. Daily show hitting you on a Monday. It is the 6th day of May. I'm just proud. I didn't go out and do the Cinco de Mayo thing or Kentucky Derby, but I still feel like I was out all weekend. It's the darndest thing. It's like if I'm going to feel tired, I might as well earn it, As we get back to Theodora Farms, the grand opening of the FarmStore is tomorrow at 10 a.m.
That is correct. So tomorrow's going to be our first official day open, but we're actually going to be hosting an event on the 18th, and I'll let Megan talk about the details about that.
Let's hear them.
Yeah. So again, the store is open tomorrow, regular hours, but on the 18th we're kind of throwing an event to celebrate the beginning of the season, and that's going to be during our regular store hours, 10 to 1. Mm-hmm. We're going to have Riverbend Flower Farm and Glaze Pastry Company there, and Ron from Freeman Brothers Ranching is even going to come out, and he's going to be able to talk to people about the meat that has in our store and talk about different cuts and how to prepare different things. So he's kind of a bundle of knowledge, and you can really spend a long time talking to this guy.
Yeah, you really can.
He's kind of a character, but he's got a really good heart too. So I think since that's a product that people have a lot of questions about and really care about, we're excited that he's going to be able to be there to talk and speak on it.
Well, I just need that too, because those cuts of meat are always what throws me off.
Yeah.
You know, you get a nice little shoulder steak that's like a minute and a half on the frying pan for both sides, and then you get a shoulder or a different one, a flank steak, and you're already done and ruined. You know.
He's happy to share how you
I'm
should
ready to
properly
go.
cook his product.
Ron, you are not ready for me, man. I'm telling you, I got a lot of questions.
He really believes in cooking it properly. So
I love it.
He'll be there to share all that information.
Really
and then Tiffany, who's our kitchen and events manager, will be there as well. And if anybody was there for the winter market, you'll remember that she had samples from our farm store, different products that we sell, and she kind of made little samplings. So we're going to be doing the same thing again. So you'll be able to kind of taste and test some of the products out.
Nice.
And
really cool.
go buy it after if you're like, I gotta have this. Yeah.
Really cool. Anything else happening that day, or?
Yeah, we're also going to have the Confluence, a local band playing. And our plant sale is going to be going on starting tomorrow, but we'll have our retail plant space available during that time.
That's really cool. Well, and also we were talking, what about these turnips you guys have?
Yeah, our Hakurai turnips. They're also known as like Japanese turnip or a salad turnip, and they are not like your regular storage turnips. The ones that have the purple top on them. These are sweeter. You can eat them raw. And I mean, I'll usually be out in the field just kind of eating it like an apple.
What do they taste like? Does it taste like an apple almost?
No, it's still a vegetable, but they're very sweet. I think that they kind of, I always say that they taste like fresh fallen snow.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
They're really sweet. I made some over the weekend and put like a miso glaze on it and roasted them, which was really nice. They're also nice raw.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, and that actually looks like something that a lot of folks would be into, too, for their summer salads and all that stuff that's coming down.
Yeah. I mean, they really do go well with apples. I'll put them on like a salad with apples and some roasted nuts or anything like that.
Really cool. Well, and as we're gearing back towards this, Alyssa, is there anything coming down the pipeline in store the day of that you guys open that, any specials or anything, or is it just going in to see what we got, right off the bat?
We don't have any specials right off the bat. We will be we have a special clearance section where we're getting rid of some of things from the end of last season so that we can make room for some new products. And I do already have some new products in the store and a few more coming. So like I said earlier, it's going to be a little bit of what people expect to see in there and a little bit of different new things. So I'm just excited to talk with everybody and see what they're looking for and see how we can meet their needs.
And what are the hours again and days?
So Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, and on Saturdays we're open from 10 to 1, closed on Sunday and Monday.
Really cool. And Megan, what is the date for the Shibuzi, the event to celebrate?
Yeah, it's going to be on May 18th on that Saturday.
10 a.m. to 1? Mm-hmm. And you guys got to go in and ask Ron all the questions on the meat you can, because I'm going to get there first, and you guys can ask away right after I'm done. I'm really going to try to be quick, And what's the best way for folks to stay up to date on all things Theodora? And is there a way for maybe them to call and reach out and ask some questions about some of your products too?
Yeah, definitely. We've got Facebook, Instagram. If you come into the store, you can sign up for our newsletter. And then we also have our website, TheodoraFarms.com. And on social media, it's Theodora Farms. Mm-hmm. And if you want to look us up on Google, it has all of the hours, our phone number, but it's 618-208-7738.
Really cool.
You can call us. Well, we're in the field a lot. We might call you back, but there's also a phone in the farm store, and if Alyssa's not with a customer, she'll be able to answer the calls.
Yeah.
Really cool. I told you girls 15 minutes, and here we are at 9:50. Thank you so much for answering some of my craziness and my questions. And for all of you, you can find out more by checking Theodora Farms out on Facebook or social media. Go onto their website, TheodoraFarms.com, or just wait for the RiverBender.com article to come out as we celebrate the grand opening of the farm store, grand reopening of the farm store for the 2024 season. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll celebrate the ending of this 9 o'clock hour because, man, I'm just talking in circles today. We'll celebrate that ending right after this.